Hey Toon fam, welcome back. How are y'all doing? It's been a while since I saw y'all. So let me know how you're doing. Oh wait, maybe. All right, I'm back. Let me know. Can y'all hear me okay? So yeah, let me know in the chat if you can hear me all right. Welcome back to the live. It's been like 2 weeks, I think, since I last did a live. So let me know, how were y'all's holidays? Did you have a nice time? Is it snowing where you are? It snowed in Paris yesterday. And it was the same day I arrived back in Paris from being in Texas. So I went from like 84 degrees to like 30 degrees in the span of 24 hours. So that was a bit of a shock to the system. So let me know how the weather is where y'all are and how your holidays were. So today's stream is about to get strange. So on the menu today, we have two live demos of some insane new creation features, which y'all have probably already tested out, but I want to have some fun with them today anyway. So let me know in the chat, have you tried out the new features? What do you think? Have you had fun with them? Do you have any feedback? Let us know what you think. And we'll also end the live by making a short for one of this week's Stranger Things challenges. But also, I know that someone on Discord suggested or recommended that we read through the Stranger Things theories. So I'm going to add that to today's menu as well. So if you dropped a theory in the challenge, I am going to read yours. So I'm going to need your help today with a few things. So don't be shy, drop some ideas as we go, and it's going to be lots of fun. All right, so Lipe said it snowed finally. Yeah, I think you live in the UK somewhere, so I think y'all got very similar weather to how it was in Paris yesterday. So you say it snowed finally. I was also happy to have the snow, but at the same time, I am missing the Texas sunshine, to be honest. And you said you tried the hyper poses and characters interactions. Yeah, my favorite is definitely the characters interactions. I feel like it transforms everything, and we're gonna play around with that today. Um, but first, we're gonna start out with like the specific asset generation, so like the hyper specific poses. So let's start with our demos. First off is action. I'm gonna do a Stranger Things action scene, but I'm gonna create a fight scene between Nancy and a Demogorgon, but first I'll do it the old way. That way we can kind of see how it transforms everything for us. But let me do this actually as a story so I can do like an old panel and then like a new panel. Also, let me know in the chat, have you watched the new season of Stranger Things? Um, I've been saving the finale for like a special occasion. So no spoilers in the chat, but let me know, have you watched it? Did you enjoy it? I might choose a background, just look up Stranger Things. I wonder if there should be some Stranger Things backgrounds. Here's Hawkins High School. Where do I want Nancy? I wonder if I put upside down. Is there some, oops, the upside. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Okay, third time's a charm. All right. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think what I want. Maybe I just want like a destroyed city type. There we go. This is gonna work. That kind of resembles the upside down. I already saved Nancy in here, so it'd be easier. So let me just pull her out of there. Okay, so let's create the scene the old way first. So I have her and I'm gonna grab the Demogorgon as well. Also, if you'll have any suggestions, let me know. I want him to be like, let's see. All right, so I want him to be kind of jumping from above, kind of like this. And then I'm gonna put Nancy kind of down here. Let's look at the poses, just see what we have. I'm just gonna type in like angry. Okay, so this is kind of what I would have done before, is she's like this, and then maybe let's see if there's like a bat she can hold. Like, I wonder if we have like a baseball bat with nails or something. Perfect. Wow, I actually didn't know we had that object. That was pure luck. Okay. And she's like, it's kind of holding, she's kind of holding it like this. But okay, so this is kind of how I would have done it before, but the pose doesn't make sense and the weapon is just floating. She's not even facing the Demogorgon. It just doesn't really make sense. So let's fix that, okay? So let's take her and let's go into the single pose. And I'm going to say, okay, so this is why we added the new pose feature so that we can make super specific poses to actually bring our panels to life and really show what we want to convey in our story. So the new pose feature lets you create hyper specific poses like bracing for impact, holding a bat with nails. Oops. I'm putting holding a bat with nails so that I don't have to just place the object over her fist and it just looks like the object is floating. This way she's actually holding it, like you can see her hand is holding it. So it just looks more real. And then I'm gonna put terrified, oops, terrified but determined, cinematic angle. But then also I want it to look like she's turning to the side, aiming up at the Demogorgon instead of just facing us. So I'm gonna put turned to the side, facing slightly up. And it doesn't matter which side she's facing because I can just turn her around. You know what I mean? I can just swap the angle. Or I can move the Demogorgon. So as long as she just turns to the side facing up, it doesn't matter which way. Okay, so let's let that be created. I suppose I can work on the other one I was gonna do, but I can wait. Let me just wait for that. Maybe I can add some effects while we're at it. Let's just add some interesting effects. Let's go here. What do we want to do? Also, I want to look at the new effects. What do y'all think? I feel like every time I come on toongether, there's so many new things. So it's kind of fun just to scroll. Lipe said, I feel like there's a Stranger Things challenge coming soon. Yeah, have you done the Stranger Things challenges in the app yet? These are pretty cool. Like if you put that up here. Maybe while we wait for the pose to be created, I can go through the theory challenge. Okay. Yeah, while we wait for that, we'll go through the theory chair challenge. Okay, so we asked y'all what's your theory for the secret episode for Stranger Things because there's been a lot of talk about a secret episode, what's going to happen next, a lot of theories being thrown around. So we wanted to know, what do you think? Let us know what your theory is. Okay, so we already have Stranger Things fan said, be running up that road, be running up that hill. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is why I this is why Benzo Comics asked in the Discord, will we be reading the theories? Because they put a wild theory. I can already tell it's wild. It's a long one. Okay. So we asked what your theories are, and Penza Comics said, okay, guys, buckle up. This is a lot of info. So the color gray has meant something across season 5. The lever to the Squawk radio tower changed to gray randomly. The merry-go-round changed to gray, and so did Dustin's Hellfire shirt. So a lot of things are turning gray. Okay. I did see a TikTok about that. Like certain things were a different color, then later a different color. Okay. So in Vecna's mind and in the finale, Elle wasn't wearing her 011 tattoo or 11 tattoo. And at graduation, everyone was in the Vecna pose, looking at the camera. And at Enzo's on Hopper's date with Joyce, everyone in the background was looking at the camera, gossiping almost. And the ring Hopper gave Joyce is the same ring Jonathan left in the Upside Down. And Hopper said he got a job offer from Montauk, New York, aka what the Hawkins lab was based off in real life. The Mind Flayer and Vecna were defeated in less than 12 minutes. It would never be that easy. What if Vecna wanted them to see themselves winning and it's all their imaginations? But maybe the finale is Mike's brain being controlled by Vecna. And this could be traced all the way to season 5, episode 4, when at the end the credits rolled with a heartbeat and hospital monitor. And at graduation, everyone had the same hairstyle as their parents, which Mike and Nancy did not want to be like their parents. And in the finale graduation scene, Karen's scars disappeared. And also at the D&D game, at the last part, the basement scene, and when they put their books on the shelf, you see the game What's It in the background, which you could see in the background of other episodes. And also, their books are switched, and the shelf is different. And at the end, Will looked like his dad too, drinking and the same leather jacket. So what if the finale, or maybe even part 2, wait, let me remix this so I can see it. Okay, so what if the finale, or maybe even part 2, the whole thing is fake? What if Vecna is making this in Mike's head, and the real episode 9 will show them saving Mike, maybe even from Vecna himself, and the real Mind Flayer? Okay, wait, honestly, that's very plausible, I think. That could definitely happen. That's a wild theory. No one commented, but yeah, I can see people are really agreeing with that theory. I'm gonna give it a, I'd give it a tune up too. Let me go back. Yeah, okay, really good theory. All right, Tater.tot said, I don't watch Stranger Things, so I don't know. um, Tune Together's friend says, I'm gonna say the Demogorgon finds Holly and brings Holly to Vecna. Lapole1025 says, Bud, you're back. That's what's gonna happen. 11435 says, Joyce dies. No, I hope not. Noah Varg says, I don't know, but I hope Eddie is in it. I agree. Eddie's iconic. I hope he comes back. I hope Eddie is in it also. JJ113 says, I'm gonna say 11 betrays the others. And also agrees that Eddie is in it. Or they hope that Eddie is in it. CoolGal67 says Holly gets kidnapped by Mr. What's-It. Fox Lover Girl says something bad happened and everyone died, but one character is alive and he was the person that controlled the bad guys. All right, Autumn the Preppy says, I think 11 is going to betray everyone and pretend to disappear, but my man Will, on the other hand. Hey Wish, how are you? How's your day going? How were your holidays? We're reading through the Stranger Things theories. Did you leave one? Did you watch Stranger Things? Let us know. All right. Ooh, that's an awesome pose. Okay. Monster Stuff says, and then the group stops a monster, but Dustin dies in the process, and Mike gets mad, so he goes to the Upside Down with 11 and kills off of the. I think Max will die from Vecna, and 11 comes back, and the group plays D&D finally, and Lucas gets killed by a Demogorgon. Okay. Let's take a pause from this. Let me see if my um, pose got created. Oh, wait, I was supposed to keep this as the original so I could show the original and then the new one. So, oh, it did get done. Okay, so I forgot that I was supposed to keep that. Okay. And then what did I search? A baseball bat with nails. Okay, so yeah, this was the original without using the new feature. And then oh wait, actually, let me duplicate it so that we have the same background stuff. Okay. All right, so now let's add the new pose into the panel. All right, so there's a new pose. And boom, completely different energy. Like, look at that. She's actually looking at the Demogorgon. She's holding the bat, like you can see there with her hands. She's actually holding the bat. Her expression, she's scared but determined. It just looks so much more cinematic, and suddenly it actually feels like a real Stranger Things fight. So, there we go. Let me make him a little bit bigger. All right. So let's do a preview. Okay, so here's the original and here's the after. So look at the difference. Look at that difference. So would you use this feature in your Stranger Things comic? Let me know. Have you already used it in one of your comics? It doesn't have to be Stranger Things. But I'm like obsessed with this one. Like it's so crazy the difference. Okay. So now moving on, let me just keep this untitled story. Let's keep this story draft. Okay, so now moving on. Now it's time for a cute, wholesome moment with Mike and 11. So again, I'm going to do it the old way first, but this is going to be for the interactive poses. So let me start. Let me start with the awkward one. Wow, I really cannot type today. I think I go too fast. Let me see if I can just put in Hawkins, if it'll give me like or just like a small, I need just like a small town kind of vibe, like Hawkins. This is funny because there's actually cities in West Texas that look like this still. Um, there was one that I'm just gonna use this one. Okay. Okay, Lipe said I already have for Dragon Ball Red. Yeah, did it make a big difference? Like, was it super helpful for you, the new feature? Okay, so yeah, okay, let's go. Let's get our shapes. I'm just gonna use something like this. All right. Yeah, you said fight scenes are better now. Yeah, I think it is super useful. I mean, because you can actually hold like weapons or objects or items. I feel like that's what makes a huge difference, as well as being able to control the angle. I think that makes a huge difference. Okay, so I already saved Elle and Mike. I know in this season she mostly has her hair pulled back, but I liked the look of this one. So I'm gonna use this one, okay? And then I saved these two mics. I can't decide which one I prefer. What do y'all think? I guess he looks a bit older in this second one, so maybe I'll use that one. Okay, so I'm gonna have him sing. He's gonna be like, be careful. She's going off to fight and be the hero. So he's gonna be like, you know, worried about her. But I don't need him to be super worried. Those were a bit, oops. Maybe something like that. And then I need her to be like profile. But maybe if I do it like this, you won't be able to tell. No, you can definitely still tell that she's on her knees or sitting on the floor. So let me just, yeah, just do a profile thing. Be like this. And then again with him, profile looking at her. I'm gonna have them out of the. Okay, so this is the old way, and it just feels so awkward. Like they just look like friends. It's not really romantic. It's not cute. He doesn't look worried. He doesn't look, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work in my opinion. So, let's do. All right, so this. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah. All right, so let's make it cuter, okay? Let's. This is why we added the new feature where you can make characters interact. So, let me add a character. Let's just go to my favorites and add in 11. So, this feature lets you create poses between two characters, which is perfect for emotional scenes like this one. So you can request things like two characters facing each other, nervous eye contact, shy smiles, hands almost touching. And I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put soft lighting. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm curious to see how it goes. So I'm gonna put soft lighting as well. All right, so let's submit that. And while that loads, I'm gonna go back to the, here, let me exit out. I'm gonna go back to the theories while it loads. Oh no. Okay. Let me recreate it actually. Maybe I'm going to do it like this instead though. All right. What was, I had put worried, but it wasn't, it was like extremely, something like that. This one's nice. Okay. I'm going to use that one. And then let me get 11. Shiba's profile. Like that. I kind of want his fist showing there. And then he was also profile. All right, let me duplicate that. Is this the one? I think that's a new one, but maybe I want to do something a little different. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try, let me try one more time. I'm gonna put two characters facing each other, standing close, nervous eye contact, shy smiles. I kind of want it to be like the beginnings of a hug. I don't want them hugging exactly, but like the beginnings of a hug. So I'm gonna put starting to hug. Let's see. Let's see. All right. While that is cooking, let's go back to the theories. Where were we? All right. So Shenzi put, don't let anyone know. Elle, you're alive. 11, where have you been? Oh my God, Haya. It's funny, Haya. Mallory67 said, but we are playing Dungeons Dragons. Oh, guys, let's go find Elle. We also need Holly, but we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Maymay2M says Elle comes back. Mallory67 says, Holly, will you help us find Elle? She says yes. Cam T says they settle the beef with a cup of tea, the end. If only it were that simple. Which said, does the connection feature allow fight contact? I'm pretty sure. We can test it out. Let's test it out with these two. All right. What do you want them to be, or what do you think the description should be? Let's put fighting or like intense fight. Should we have Nancy hitting she is hitting the monster with a bat with nails. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Let's see if our other pose is ready. Wish hits Steve. All right, so we have the timid hug. It's giving first crush energy, but it's cute. Okay, so let's add the pose into the panel. It's totally giving first crush energy. Like this, it's awkward but cute now, you know? The first one was just awkward and it doesn't make sense. This is awkward but cute. Okay. All right, so let's go back and compare them. All right, so here's the original and here's the new version with the interactive poses feature. So from super awkward to cute. Awkward cute, but cute. Um, yeah, that's super awesome. And they're actually like looking, I mean, here they're looking at each other as well, but it just, I don't know. Her hand is like behind him, but it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. It just doesn't, I'm not into it. Also, I just noticed their outfits are coordinating and that's cute. Okay, so that's our new demos. And now we're going, oh wait, 1 second. So, do you ship Mike and 11? Let us know in the comments. Do you ship them? Let us know. I think they're cute. Okay. Oh yeah, there I wanted to check out the, let's see if this, I think it must still be cooking. Yeah, it is. Well, let's go finish the theories and we'll come back to it. Yeah, you said can tea for the win. Yeah, can tea is always there with the tea. Oh wait. Oh yeah, okay. They settle the beef with a cup of tea, the end. Yeah, perfect. JPOD4B says that they are all in Vecna's mind. Yeah, I feel like that's a recurring theory. Like people think reality isn't reality. Like what's happening isn't true, which would be crazy. Ragatha says, hi guys, I have a theory. So what if 11 dies because of too much power? Well, I have another theory too. Maybe 11 will die because of Angela. I would love to see them face off. Maybe Angela will kill her with some sort of gun. Oh. Libe Book says Kate Bush cameo. Oh my god, that would be crazy. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, actually. Okay. Let's see, is that pose there? I think it's still cooking. Yeah, it's still cooking. So we'll come back to that. Don't let me forget. Now, all right, so Sid, what do you think of the black white manga trend at the moment? Do you mean on toongether? Because, oh yeah, wait, I have noticed. Yeah, yeah, there's been a lot of black and white, which I think is super dope, super cool. I'm into it. I feel like the scenes could look really, really cool with that. Like like these two together. So I think it's really cool. Um yeah, if y'all have any recs with black and white, comment, leave them in the chat so I can go check them out. Even better if you can add a link. It'll be even better for me to check out the stories because I think it's really cool. I feel like it looks really interesting without color. Okay, so all right, everyone, time to make something together for today's in-app challenge. So, all right, 1 second. All right, so I need one item L ordered from the upside down. So make it creepy, cursed, unhinged, funny, whatever you want. I need y'all to give me an item for this challenge and we're gonna work on it together. Okay. So leave your ideas in the chat and I'll choose one. Okay? I'm gonna wait for y'all to let me know. I wish I could play like the elevator music, like ding, 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 ding. Oh, wait, I need to charge my laptop. Wait, Lipe says you told me to add a link. Yeah, if you have, well, I guess I can find your stories really easily, so don't worry about it if you don't feel like adding the link to your story in here. Or if you want to share it on Discord later, I can check it out. Okay, you said, one item. How about the cassette player? Okay, so let's, okay, we're going with the cassette player. Okay, so how should I incorporate that into the scene? What do you think? Should it be playing Running Up the Hill? Oh, did you already? You said I added one above. Did you already add that to the? Oh yeah, Lipe put the was pudding. Ordered a pack of canned tea. That's good. It's funny. Okay. All right, so we're going with cassette player. Okay, so what do y'all think? How should I incorporate it into the panel? What are your suggestions? All right, so let's search up cassette player. And you know what I'm gonna do? So I think that Max should be holding the cassette player and be like, and the Running Up the Hill will be playing from it, and everyone else will be like, ah, not again. Okay. So I'm gonna have Max holding the cassette player. So I need to do, let's see, add an item. I'm gonna put the cassette player. I'm gonna go with this one. So holding the item, music is playing from it. All right. So let's get that. You said the camera is weird, or is it my phone? Is it glitching a little bit? On my side, it looks okay. I can try to not to move too much. All right, let's wait for that. Okay. Oh, while we wait for that, let's see if that other pose got created. Put save. I said a little, but it's fine. Okay. Hmm. I'm still not seeing it. I wonder if it went through. Let me try it again. Maybe I'm going to make it more simple. I'm just going to say fighting. He said Dustin is the best, by the way. Yeah, he is. He's the funniest. Also, the actor is really good as well, I think. All right. Okay, that needs to cook. Let's go back here. All right, perfect. Okay. So there she is holding the cassette player. She's dancing. And then I'm gonna have the lyrics coming from it. So running up that hill. Should I just put that? I'm wondering what other lyrics would sound good. Be running up that hill. Maybe I can put. All right, let's go with that. Maybe I'm going to. Here, I'm gonna move this. Ah. I'm also gonna create like a text for the lyrics. I kind of want them to be like going like this. I wonder if it's possible. Let's try. Be running. Oops. Up that hill. All caps in a wave like pattern. I don't know if it's gonna give me like a wave, like an actual like wave. I just mean I want it to go like this. How can I? I'm wondering, okay, let's try this. Let's see what happens. And then, okay. Let's see. I want her to be like annoyed. I want everyone to be kind of annoyed. But I don't want you to see that he's at a table, so maybe. Mm, maybe bored. Let's try annoyed again. Let's see what there is. I also want one. Oh, okay, this one's perfect. It's like he's he's like covering his ears and crying. Oops. Again with the annoyed, bored. Maybe like I don't know, like this is funny. Whoever did this pose. It's funny. Um there's one with his hands on ears. Let me see for this one, hands. Let me see if this one has it too. Oh wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna put him all the way. Let's put her here. Ah. Why can't I shrink him? There we go. Let me move him to make sure that looks okay. So nobody likes my favorite character is Steve because I like Joe. Nobody likes Steve. You don't like Steve? I like Steve. I used to hate him, like understandably. But he's grown on me. I feel like maybe he's redeemed. Oh, I see why you're saying that. I was about to be like, I feel like he's a good character, but okay, yeah. That Steve, nobody likes. But Stranger Things Steve, we like. All right, so I'm gonna put, let's see, did our lyrics get finished? Let me try one more time. Let me just put following a wave-like pattern. Let's see. I'm gonna add some onomatopoeia. I'm gonna put, yeah, a sigh. See if there's one where it's like, no, no, no. This one's good. And I have 11 saying, not this song again. And she's like, I can't stand it anymore. I can't take anymore. All right. Maybe I want to put it here. No, okay, let's. Make it just a bit smaller. I'm gonna make it just as a. And then let me see. What kind of speech bubbles we have. Oops. Or sometimes there's like triangles you can use. That'll work. I know. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We used to have, or we still do, those like speech bubble triangles. I love that you picked the classic onomatopoeia for the original assets. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Ah, yes, these onomatopoeia. I love those. Yeah, I feel like they're classic. But yeah, y'all know what I mean? There used to be, or there still are, in the onomatopoeia, there are, I guess maybe it's in shapes. It could be in shapes too, but there were like the triangles that you can attach to speech bubbles. Oh yeah, like kind of like this. Oh no, am I gonna have to? There's so many new ones that I'm gonna have to scroll. I don't know why I don't learn my lesson and I don't. Today will be the day that I favorite them because I like using them. Small. Oh no. What have I done? Let me try to. Oh, you said shapes. Is it in shapes? Oh no. Okay, at least there's less of these. Ooh, I could do this one. And let's make this invisible. Let's bring this, expand this a bit. Mm. All right, there we go. Is that what I want? Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I will find it one day. Okay, no. You know what? That's gonna work. That's gonna work. Let's see. I can't really. There we go. Oh, yeah, I still need the lyrics. Duh. Oh, that's perfect. It's like retro looking and everything. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Oh, it's not there. Hold on. Maybe I need to, let's save that and go back in. There we go. That's perfect. Do I want to keep, I kind of like, no. I guess I can move everything up a little bit and put him there. He's saying no, he's crying. It's like knives in his ears. And she's like, not this song again. All right. What do y'all think? I think that looks pretty good. All right, so this is what we made. Now it's your turn. Go try the challenge in the app. Have y'all done it? I guess Lipe did it, but Wish, it's your turn as well to go do it in the app. All right. So, all right, Toon Fam, today was full of feature demos, including specific poses and interactive poses. We also went through your Stranger Things theories. And lastly, we did a Stranger Things challenge short made live with y'all's help. Thank you for the recommendation to do the cassette player Wish, because I think that's a masterpiece, what we created. So, go try the challenge. Go try this challenge in the app and remix it because I want to see what y'all come up with. And thank y'all for hanging out. I'll see you Thursday. We have some more fun Stranger Things things planned. But yeah, thank y'all for coming once again. It had been a while, so I'm happy to see y'all's virtual faces after these several weeks. And yeah, I'll see y'all Thursday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.